really very, very fun. So I got the basic formula for this. This is a card, like a book to put cards in. And I just made this one up. Dawn Bourgette. I did a leadership thing online, and Dawn Bourgette this was her project, and mostly it was a lot of leadership type of events, but then there were a few stamping things, and anyway, she showed us the basics of this. And so I'm going to show you that today. So this is the pocket for the cards, and this card is going to be one that's going to be in an upcoming Poinsetta class. And that just goes in there it holds about 4 cards and envelopes. But really sort of a fun project, I think. Anyway, I wanted to use the poinsettias. And so the papers that we're using today are from the Poinsetta place, and I wish my blinds were open now, but they're not. This paper is just gorgeous. This is what we're using, the wood grain, but you can see how pretty, and it uses a lot of soft suede and garden green and mossy meadow and spruce. So let's get our pieces together. This one I used the shiny foil. And today we're going to be using the velvet poinsettia. So this is all from this set called Poinsetta Petals. Oh my goodness, this is one you have to have, I think. It is called Poinsetta Petals. And it's poinsettia dies, very easy. It's a lot like when we had that we still do have that poppy one, but it's just really, really neat. But I want to show you something that I do. I just figured this out, but myself. But I have since I figured it out, I have seen other people use tear tape or use press tape. So you can see that. I think the most important thing on this set is when you get it, right away you mark it with a Sharpie. Do you see how I've taken a Sharpie right there and right there? So we know, so you're not fiddling with it. And then I put some washi tape across it. Now, I've heard people say they used press and seal, or a saran wrap or something like that. That would work too, but I have lots of old tear tape. This one cuts out lots of the designer papers, like this. It cuts out quite a few of those. And then we have, we've got 3 different poinsettias and leaves, and they all just, you just have to sort of tape them together. I mean, you don't have to, but I think it works really well. So they're not hard. You can do it, you can do all 3 poinsettias. Then it has some of these little berries that are really cool too. It's got a lot. It's a very nice set. Of course, once Christmas is over, you probably won't want to use it, but I hope it's one that carries over because it is really outstanding. Okay, here's how we make this. I don't have any I will put this, I've already photographed this one, so I'll put it online. But I just, Dawn Bourgette, it's so funny. She's a gal that one time when we were coming back from Greece, she had to sit in the seat on the plane right next to Shelley Gardner and her husband. Actually, she was, it had to be sort of I think she was really very, very nervous. It was a long flight, of course, coming from Europe and sitting next to the CEO of the company or the founder. Anyway, that's who Dawn Bourgette is. She lives in Michigan. I don't know her other than to say hi to her, but she's a great stamper for sure. Anyway, this is thick white, and this is my template. So I'm not creating on that. I'm actually going to be creating on the soft suede. But so that you can see it, it is 6 1/4 by 10 3/4. And then I scored it at 4 3/4 and 4 3/4 from the other side. So this is 1 1/4 in the middle. It's just a book like that. And so that's what we have here. So regular cardstock is heavier, like thick is. You wouldn't want to use plain white, the Whisper White. Okay, and then we have, I've got a limited space here. Then this piece is the pocket that goes, so this is the part right here that I built. You can see how that goes. That's the pocket, and it's 5 by 8 3/8. And then you do some scoring. You score it on the short side at 2 inches and at 3 inches. It gives us like this little crease, and then along the long side. And then this is a basic box method, like this. This is how you make boxes, and you just always snip those ends, and then you put it together like that. And that is that. And I've already done that on this so that you didn't have to watch me put all that tear tape on. There is a little, there's an additional pocket, and this one is like this. And this is for like if you want to put another pocket in there for stamps. And it's 2 3/4 by 4. And it's just a little bitty thing that you would put. I did not do that. You know, it'd probably be a nice thing for my mom to keep some stamps. It could be a good gift. You know, you would just put it on like this, or you could put it down in here, and then there would be stamps in there, and then the cards on top like that. Anyway, I didn't do that, but you could. So I will post those. And now we're going to take, I've already done all the scoring, and now I'm going to just put it together. And so I'm going to take the my tear tape off. Oh, I did burnish it. That's why it wasn't coming off. You want to burnish it with your fingernail, and then you can just peel it up real easily. Like that. And then you're just going to put it inside like that. This is exactly how you do all boxes. I like to follow someone else's directions for boxes. I'm not very good at creating my own, but boxes are really sort of fun. They're not terribly hard once you make a few. So I'm going to put this one up again like that and do the same thing on these 4 sides. I'm going to burnish it with my fingernail or with your bone folder. Peel these up. So it's such a beautiful day today now. I wish I could open the blinds, but I'm not close to them, and they shine so brightly in here. Okay, and now I'm just going to put this up like that, and then another one like this. We've got a little rectangular box. Isn't that great? I think I'll just cut that off just slightly. This is a really long Tim Holtz scissors. Okay, there's our little box. And now all I have to do is put it in here like this. And what I'm going to do is put some more tear tape on this. Like that. I love tear tape. It works very, very well. It's so much nicer than that red stuff we used to have. You know, we had to cut it. This is just, you can just tear it off. And, I'm still going to make a few of these. I have a few wide cases. But this morning on the announcement, they announced that the wide cases, stamp cases, are being discontinued. In fact, they're gone. I immediately tried to order some more, and they don't have any. They sold out very quickly this morning as soon as they mentioned that. I think it's sort of sad, but they're really not making wooden stamps anymore, except for some of the larger ones, and I imagine they'll discontinue those very shortly. I'm not positive, but anyway, I was going to do some adhesive kits, and so I really wanted more. Okay, I'm just going to put this down like this. run my bone folder along the inside, and there we've got the bones of our whole thing. And now I'm going to, so that's how I'm going to set that over here for now while we make the other part of it. So you might want to take some pictures here or screenshots if you want to get these dimensions. So the white is going to be 6 by 4.5, and then the wood grain or any designer paper is 5 3/4 by 4 1/4. I made these up, so I don't know. I mean, that's just my thoughts. Dawn just gave us the basics for this whole book. She didn't show us it. She showed us a Halloween design, actually, but I thought it would be really pretty. So anyway, we're getting it to be a mess here. Let's see if we can get this nice and straight. Okay, and there's that. And I'm going to take my spruce ribbon before I forget. This is a really great ribbon. Just really like it a lot. Perfect for something like this too. And I'm going to just fold it in half like that. And I'm going to make sure that I'm going to put it right across the front. So I'm going to use my Seal Plus now. Go really slowly. That's a good thing to hold. Let me make sure I get it on nice and straight. Okay, and now I'm going to put my, sorry about being crooked there. Okay, then I'm going to put a white mat, and this is 3 by 3. And then a designer paper, and this is some of that poinsettia paper, and it's 2 7/8 by 2 7/8. So 3 by 3, just 1/8 of an inch difference. And take those off, and I'm going to make this one, point this one at an angle. This is my regular stamping seal now again. So I'm going to put this one like a triangle, not triangle, a diamond. Okay, and then I should have changed it up with the designer paper, but I didn't. Okay, there we go. And then we've got a square, stitched square. Oh, no, I've my third window. The sunlight's coming in the third window. Oh gosh, I've had all the other ones closed. This one, I'm going to again put it flat. You certainly could put it popped up, but we're just put it flat. But our flower is going to have a lot of dimensions, so okay, there we go. And now I'm just going to put this on. I'm going to use a fair amount of adhesive, but this would be such a nice gift, I think. Oh my goodness. And so now we're going to put it in our book like this. So I'm going to open it up and put it down like that. And then on the inside, this little pocket gets a piece, and that piece is, let's see, once here, 3 by, it says inside, here it is. Here's my piece. It's 4 1/8 by 1 3/4. So that's that. And we're going to use these berries. I love that set of berries. Or is it this one? We're going to use that one. It's a little longer. So maybe I just told you wrong. Let's see. Once that is 4 1/4. The other one was 4 1/8. This is 4 1/4 is a better measurement. So we'll put it like this. And put these berries on. Aren't they pretty? There we go. And see, our card just goes right in there. And we're almost done. There's our bases. And now we're going to put our poinsettias together. we've got these wonderful gems. Beaded pearls are called. Oh, they're just luscious, luscious. I would guess they will go on. They're not on back order yet, but they're so pretty. They're wonderful as it gets closer. So I've got 3 of these already die cut, and you can see the sizes, and they're just real velvety. Can you see that? I'll show you. You can't see it. I mean, I think the shiny part, the shiny ones, you can see a little bit better, but you can't see that red velvet. But anyway, that's what we're going to do. And so I am going to build these, and I'm going to use my glue dots here. I actually wish we carried those medium-sized glue dots. I love having 2 sizes, but we don't. So, and then I'm just going to put it every other, just sort of alternate it a little bit. I'm using like 3 of them. I like to put several on there. And you could put you probably could put a small dimensional, but, and then you can use your bone folder too. It worked really well on the, and you can curl those ends a little bit. Be real carefully. Actually, you might want to do that before you, but you can sort of see that. You can, oops, that one I tore off. So I'll have to put that one back on. The foil is a little bit more stable, so I think we'll just add that one right there. And there we go. You don't even know it. Okay, but let's put this on our book like this. And I'm actually going to, what I'm going to do, I think, is like this. I'm going to use my really strong Seal Plus. I don't want to put it on the poinsettia because that would totally tear off those petals. But if I put it on like that, there we go. And then we're going to use our glue dots with this roll of glue dots is just about out. There we go. Do you see how pretty those are? They just stick like that. I'm going to get a couple of those on there. And there we have it. Isn't that just the prettiest thing? The case and very easy. Actually, it really is quite fun. It would be fun to try several different designs. You could change up the paper. And let's see if I can zoom out. There we go. All righty. So they're both, and then this was one of the cards this was a sort of a pocket card that goes right in here. I don't want to put it in there because I'll probably lose it and then I won't be able to remember where it is for a class. So I'm going to put it right there and I'll put a picture. Okay, let's flip the camera back. Oh, thank you very much. I hope you girls will try some of these. This is really a fun project. And do you have any questions about anything? I can't go back and look at your comments right now, but if you have a question, please type it in. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Now, if I could only figure out how to save these videos and put them on YouTube, I would love to be able to do that. In fact, in the middle of the night, I'm waking up, I have no idea how to save these things. I don't know. It is such a learning game, and I'm almost 71 years old, and I'm just barely figuring this out. But anyway, I wish I could save it so that I could share it with some of the other girls that aren't on Facebook. So anyway, if anyone has any helpful hints for me on saving videos, pass them my way. But anyway, thank you so much. I will, next week, Tuesday, I will share some of our online on stage at home experiences that we've had and tell you a little bit more about that. But in the meantime, thank you so much for joining me today, and I sure appreciate your friendship and all of you being on our team. So, bye-bye.